just a little loaf on the shelf. What are you doing on this shelf today? Hi, Goosey. Hi, baby. Hello, everyone. My name is Jenna, but you guys can call me Jen. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Hi, hello. Welcome to the start of another weekend vlog. This weekend's going to be a busy one because tomorrow I have the wonderful wedding show to attend with my beautiful friend Cassandra, who's getting married in June. She thought it would be fun to go attend that, and I quite think so too. So we're gonna go do that tomorrow. I think she wants to be there for 10 because there's also a show within a show, like a fashion show part of it at some point that she wants to see, but we'll see. Gonna go to that tomorrow, and then Sunday is book club for this book. So I gotta finish reading this. I'm just a little of the way through. I'll be powering through that with the audiobook at some point today or tomorrow. But today specifically, I'm going out to have my lesson, as I do every Friday. And I also have a ring light to pick up for my friend off of Facebook Marketplace for Cassandra, my friend, because she wants one for her wedding. And I found one that will work on Facebook Marketplace, which is fantastic, for like 25 bucks. We love. So that's the plan. That's everything. But I will talk more about what I'll be reading when I get home later. For now, I'll catch you guys in a bit. But welcome to the vlog. Let's get this started. Hi friends, happy Saturday. I am here freshly home from an adventure-filled day. Went to the wonderful wedding show with my friend Cass. Was very fun. We were there all morning. I left at like 9:30 and got there just after 10 and then left at like 1:30. And then I decided, because my friend was telling me bachelorette and bridal shower theme ideas that she was hoping to do. So I was like, well, I should go to Valley Village and start picking things up for that. Because as the maid of honor, I feel like I have a duty to make it really look really cool. And of course I found some books there. I found a copy of Bright Young Women for like $7, which we love. Loved this from last month. Now I have a copy. And then I found these two little Robin Hobbs. Book 3 and 4 of the Rain Wild Chronicles. These are the dragon books, but I like to collect Robin Hobbs whenever I see them in pocketbook form. So love that. And Cass is thinking of doing a Bridgerton style bridal shower. So I figured because of that, I'm going to start like collecting different teacups, and if they come with plates, great. I found some that have like the Bridgerton blue vibe, which we love, and just some other, there it is, there's the plate, just some other vibes. I really like this yellow vibe. It's just so lovely. It gives Featherington, if you will. Got 4 cups and stuff like that. I got a basket because you can never go wrong with a basket. And then I got 4 of these, which will be good for like just centerpieces, florals, you know, that kind of a thing. And they were like 4 for $4, which is great, which is awesome. And then I got this candle holder. Gonna start collecting like taper candle holder things as well for this. And what's good is that the theme that she wants to do for her bridal shower, she also wants to do like Princess Diaries theme for her bachelorette. So I figured we could reuse a lot of the decor and stuff for that as well. And then I like it so much that like I'll just keep it afterwards, or we'll sell it on Facebook Marketplace as like a bundle, or if she wants to keep it, do whatever she wants with it. But I figured it's good to have. A couple of my friends are getting married in August of next year, so maybe if they want to use any of this stuff, they can do that as well. And then eventually whenever I get married, I would like to have this kind of a vibe as well for anything. And then I found this cutie little cat dish, which is great. Then I can stop using one of my bowls for Freya's food. This is for her crunchy food. And I know you're not supposed to have like high rim stuff for cats because whisker fatigue, but it's fine. That is what I purchased today. Too many things. And then on Friday, yesterday, leaving, I ended up pulling, as I was backing out of my spot, I ended up pulling my block heater cord, like the end of it. It was plugged in and I forgot it was plugged in because it was actually really quite nice out yesterday, but it wasn't the day before. We're just coming out of a deep freeze. And I was in a little bit of a rush, so I like started my car, backed up like a meter, and then I saw my cord, my extension cord on like I have it wrapped around the post in front of me. I saw it bop. Hi. Careful. You just stepped in your water, you goose. I saw the cord bop and it had ripped out the plug from my block heater cord. So I went to go get that fixed today at Canadian Tire. Heard they just were like, yeah, we'll take it in right now and we'll fix it for you. So I got that done. Which is really nice. Nice, sweet one. I've been gone for so long. She says you've been gone for like 6 hours, 5.5, 6 hours. I know, I'm so sorry, but I'm back now. I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, so that was my day today. And I think yesterday I said that I was going to tell you guys what I was going to be reading this weekend, and I didn't. So let me do that. I'm just gonna put all of this in my sink and let it soak so that it's clean and I can get the stickers off and all that. And then I'll chat about what I'm gonna read.
Is this a little cavern for the baboos? Hey? Oh, that's my hand. What are you doing? Boop. All right. She says, must attack the cavern. Stinky girl.
Oh my god, hey Bessie. I got so distracted. I ended up cleaning Freya's litter box out and like giving it a good scrub and like washing all those dishes. Talking to Cassandra for a bit more and just fucking around for a bit. It's now almost 5 and I'm thinking about dinner. Apologies. Jesus. All right. This weekend, what am I going to be reading? Well, I did mention the first book. This one. Computer's overheating. Love that for me. Don't know how long it's been like that. Anyways, this one. This is Love and Other... Nope. This is Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. I'm 50% of the way through. I got to page 190 last night. And I'm going to just try and finish this today because everyone's coming here tomorrow. And then everything else that I would like to read... These are the 3 books I have left on my February TBR, and I have audiobooks for 2 of them. So I would like to try and get this one done, which I do not have an audiobook for, The Truth According to Ember, just because I know it's going to take me a second, but I would also like to get these done too. But like, that's not going to happen because it's 5 o'clock on a Saturday. So we're going to try and get through something. And then as my computer overheats in the corner, we're just going to let it do its thing. That's what's up. So it's either a cozy fantasy that deals with grief, a fun sci-fi, or a romance. So that's the plans, other than the memoir that I'm currently in the middle of. So we will see what I end up reading. But yeah, oh my god, today was lovely. Today was so fun. And I also got a little ring. It's a little ring. It's a little baby. It's a little knot ring, if it wants to focus on it. It's a little knot ring, because Cass ended up getting me, like when she asked me to be her maid of honor, in the box was a bracelet that had like a knot in it, because it's like help me tie the knot kind of a thing, and I thought this was really cute, and it's just adding to my ring stack. Not that I need to do that, because I did also buy 2 more rings from a vintage dealer. So love that. Neither of them are gold, so that's a little unfortunate because I am a gold girly, but mixing metals is okay, and I'm trying to tell myself that. And they're also very, very, very cute, so we love that. I also ended up this week dropping off that ring that I got last week at one of the jewelry stores near me, because I wanted to get a quote on how much it was going to be to resize it down and also fix it because the band broke. And so it's currently with them. They said they were going to call me the next day to like give me a yes or no if I could do this, and they just haven't called me back in a couple days. So if I haven't heard from them by Monday, I'm gonna call them. And then I also brought one of my grandma's rings, the other grandma that I had a ring from that doesn't fit me because it's a size like 6 right now, because it has 2 stabilizing like kind of like little dots inside, 2 stabilizing things, which a lot of people get on their rings when they have arthritis after a while, right? They need that stabilizing extra thing to like, one, keep it on their fingers, and like their knuckles are quite swollen, so like it still needs to be able to get over the knuckles, whatever. It just is too small for my fingers because I have quite large fingers. So I am getting that sized up to an 8.5, which is my ring finger size. So it's gonna be for this hand. But yeah, we're just building a ring stack for my entire hand because that is the goal, that is the dream. My one grandma, my mom's mom, ever since I was little, she had rings on every finger vibe. All gold, all amazing. And this is one of her rings that I fell in love with as a kid because it's a little heart. And like as a little kid, I loved this. And I think it was her pinky ring as well. So when she gave it to me, I was very little and it fit me at the time. And then when I was like 11 and I wanted to kind of wear it a little more, I had to get it resized because it was too small for me, because my grandma is 4'11" and very small. So 4'11", very small woman. Also, this was her pinky ring, so it was too small for me when I was 11 years old because I am 6'1". No, I'm not blood related to her. I'm adopted, but I had it resized then, and then I had it resized again when I started wearing it regularly because, again, it was too small for my finger. I grew, obviously. My fingers got bigger, so I needed to resize it, but now it's been the perfect size for a long time. But yeah, this was her pinky ring, and it started my ring obsession, and Grandma started my ring obsession. So one day I will have rings on every finger, just like my grandma, because I think that is a move and it's bold, and I love seeing people's ring stacks. Like, it just makes me so happy. Anytime someone's got like a really nice ring, I'm always like, oh my god, your ring is so beautiful. Is there a reason why you were like 85 degrees? Holy fuck. My computer loves to just overheat on its own. It has been giving me a warning for like servicing the battery, so I think I'm gonna have to bring it in eventually. We'll find out. We'll find out. I don't have the money for a new computer right now, so it better not die on me because you have all of a favorite Faye on you. I think I have it saved in the cloud, but like, but yeah, that's my story for today. Not really that exciting. I'm gonna finish this bad boy today. I think I'm gonna put the audiobook in and I'm gonna start making dinner. What I'm gonna have for dinner, I don't know. I literally don't really have anything in my place. I think I might do something potato based because I have a bunch of potatoes that I need to finish. The potatoes, I got carrots. I have turkey bacon in my fridge that I could use up. Maybe we'll just do a smorgasbord potato dish and then a turkey wrap. That could be tasty. That could be tasty. Anyways, that's the reading plans. I will come back to you once I have more to say. But yeah, happy Saturday. Oh, you got it. Goose, what's going on? Oh. Ooh, those nails need to be cut. Oh dear. You're getting it in long, my girl. Yeah, look at your toes. Your toe beans are covered in litter because you were also in my tub after I washed your litter box. So you're a little wet. You're so sweet. Look at you. Look at you. You're such a sweet girl. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah. Oh, you're such a cutie patootie. A cutie patootie. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh my god, wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. You're such a cutie. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. He got you. You got it. Oh yeah, we got a delivery, so it's been like 3 minutes. Books, because of course I did mention that I did make a book outlet order at last vlog. So my book buying ban went really out the window for a little while. Oh! That was so cute. What the fuck? But that's okay. Sweet one. That is my phone. Yeah, that's my phone. Oh my. But I'm excited about these. And I only got 4. I didn't even hit the $50 mark for free shipping because that would have been like 8 or 9 books. I controlled myself, okay? So, I did get a copy of A Vicious Game, which is book 3 in Melissa Blair's Halfling Saga. So now I have 1, 2, and 3 at my disposal for March when I read that entire series. I'm very excited about that. That's the plan anyways. I also got the second book. This is very chunky. In the First Sister sci-fi series by Lyndon A. Lewis. I finally got this one. I've been so worried about getting the sequels for this book, for this series, because the third one, whenever I see it in stores, it's glossy and it looks like it's the wrong size to match my copy of The First Sister, but I think this one matches because it is the same texture and the spines look very similar from what I can see. We'll find out. I also picked up, because I'm going to be reading Cascade Failure, I decided to pick up the second book in that series, Gravity Lost by L.M. Sagas. Why? Even though I've never read, even though I haven't read the first one, listen, it was on there. This is part of their $7.99 sale. I had to. And now this one I was humming and hawing about because I know this author is a little, not controversial, but she's a little on the outs because of her views and her treatment of Palestine and Israel and stuff like that, because she herself is Jewish, I believe. I think her family's Jewish. I could be wrong. But I know a lot of people have issues with the Victoria Aveyard. But I fucking love the first book in this trilogy, and I really wanted all my copies, all my books of this series to match. And so I wasn't gonna wait until like no hardcovers were available. And because it was part of the $7.99 sale, I got the third one. I got Fatebreaker, and the first one is Realm Breaker, and that is my like favorite YA fantasy I have ever read. I have yet to continue with the trilogy because of the controversy with Victoria Aveyard. But if I do read this trilogy, I will not be talking about it anywhere. I will not be giving her any more airtime than right now. This is just a haul. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. But yeah, so I got the hardcover version of this. But yeah, that was my little haul. So we've now got third book of this, second book of this, and second book of this. We're really just out here getting more sequels. Oh, and the third book of this one. Look at that. Sequels all around. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm hoping, well, what I can do with this one is read both Cascade Failure and this one in like one fell swoop. Guess who just found the box? She's immediately in it. She's immediately in it because cats, you know. A little haul. Really need to stop buying stuff. As I said, I bought more rings. I also have 2 rings at the jeweler's right now. I need to stop buying things. But the world is just such a shitty place that sometimes all we have is a little bit of retail therapy. Anyways, that's the haul. Much later. I've had my hair up in a clip most of the evening, so ignore the mess of this. But hi. I wanted to pop in and tell y'all that I have finished. Ooh, Freya, don't do that. Freya, getting in my way again. The Dolly Alderton book, and it was bad. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be another book club where I'm the only one who hates it. I can already tell. Like, from a craft standpoint, it's not a good book. There are pieces included in this book that make no sense. Like, why include the recipes? Why include these random emails that are seemingly by other people for no reason that have nothing to do with the story at all? Why? And they're filled with drivel. Like, it's just nothing important in any of these pieces that are added in that don't make any sense and don't add anything to the story that we're getting from Dolly. And then Dolly's specific, like, dating stories are disjointed in the way that they're included in the text. Also, her like diatribes and stuff. The only good parts of this are when she's explaining things. Like, it's a really weird way to say it, but there's specific kinds of chapters that she includes in throughout this book. Like, there's the Bad Date Diaries or fucking other things. Like, they make sense as to why they're there, but they just don't, they weren't great. And then there's a couple chapters that are actually okay. And like, I wish the entire book was like that kind of a thing. And there was one right in the middle that like was the only one that I enjoyed and hit for me because Dolly was going through a depressive episode and it was like relatable. And I was like, oh damn, here we go. And the rest of it, like, I guess it was relatable in a way, but just like, I didn't get anything from reading that. Like, that was the only chapter that actually felt sincere. There was a lot of moments in here that felt so insincere. Like, there's a whole section about the eating disorder included, and I could be very wrong because I've never had an eating disorder in my life. But the way that it was framed in the narrative, the way that it was suggested by Dolly that she developed this eating disorder after a breakup with a man, and then it was immediately fixed when she found another man she fell in love with. Like, it just felt very insincere in the way that it was framed. I'm hoping it wasn't like that in real life and it was actually something sincere, and that, like, not that I'm hoping that she had an eating disorder, but like that she dealt with it in a healthy way, and that she's not just including it in a way that feels kind of harmful for people who've had eating disorders and who are experiencing that. It felt very, very dishonest. And then by the end, it should have ended 6 chapters before it actually ended, because it just kept droning on and on and on and on, because by the end of it, it was like, oh shit, I have to actually make sense. I have to make this mean something. Oh no, I must declare that once you hit your 30s, you become wise and you realize that it was the friends you made all along. And it was like this very, it focused on millennial life in a weird way. Very like millennially driven, preachy at the end. It just wasn't good. And the weird thing is, like, I know 2 of my friends are rereading the book for book club because they loved it so much, and that's why they like pitched it for book club. And I just know that I'm going to be the only one who's going to hate this book, because like, that's just how it's going to go. I think I'm backing out of this book club because like, I haven't read the last 3 books. None of them really interest me. And the only really good book that I've read out of this book club has been Penance. And that's out of like 5 or 6 books that I have read. So not a good track record. Not a good track record. I don't want to bring down the mood, you know, because I've had that comment from a couple people before in book clubs that like, mainly just from one person, but like that, like, I shouldn't be so critical. And it's like, at least like find something good to say. And I'm like, but if it's not a good book, I don't have anything good to say. So finish that. Didn't enjoy it at all, but you know, whatever. On to the next. The next is Cascade Failure by L.M. Sagas. And I'm 50 some odd pages through that. That's what's up. That's what's happening. Oh, I also wrote. I forgot that I did that. I added about 5K to the draft. We are now officially at like 82,000 words and a favorite fae. And we keep inching closer to the end of part 3, which is exciting. So, I mean, who knows? I get the feeling that I'm gonna have to kind of move a couple chapters in part 3 down into part 4, but we will find out what I end up having to do. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed because I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy. And Freya's been conking out, but of course, because I've gotten up to like go to bed, she's now gonna have the zoomies, because that's how kittens work, I guess. I'll see you tomorrow for Sunday.
this? Yeah. Are you ready to go to bed? You've had a big day. Yeah.
Oh my. Hello, friends. Happy Sunday. We're here. The whole family's here. Today's been good. I finished all of Cascade Failure. I guess not all of it, but like the majority of it, because I read 50 some pages last night. The rest of it today. So, love that. This was so good. So good. I'm so happy this hit. I'm so happy that this did the thing. This did the fucking thing. This is exactly the kind of sci-fi that I love. Found family antics reminded me of a like more intense Chilling Effect by Valerie Valdez, mixed maybe with a little bit of Seven Devils vibes. It was just really good. It was very fun. I love this kind of sci-fi and I can't wait to go to the sequel. I was gonna start the sequel, then I looked at the clock and I was like, oh, it's after 1 a.m. I should probably not do that tonight. But yeah, I have the sequel also on my TBR because obviously I got it from Book Outlet, so yay for me. Another book down. I just keep powering through books, which I'm really happy about. I think that's what, 2 this weekend? The Dolly Alderton and then this one. So that means I have 2 left to read on my TBR. I have that Danica Nava, which I said I wanted to read this weekend, but because I didn't have the audiobook, I was like, no. I'm gonna start the sci-fi instead. So I gotta read that at some point this week. And then I also have House of Frank to wrap up. So those are the 2 left to go through for my February TBR. And then we're done and dusted. And the month is done by the end of the week anyways. So March will kick in and I have so many other things to read. I have so many other things to read. But yeah, this was great. This follows a cast of people. We've got Hall, spelt Jal. Hall, we have Saint, we have Nash, and the AI captain, Owen. It almost sounds like Owen, but it wasn't quite pronounced like Owen. Anyways, we have the 4 of them. Hall is a deserter down on his luck. He's just trying to find a job at the beginning of this and accidentally gets, roped into, not roped into, but like he is trying to find work on a ship. And he finds, this moment where this hangar opens up, and it's like this perfect kind of ship that he's like, wow, no, I could this looks like the perfect ship because it doesn't have the flags of these people that I don't want to be associated with, etc., etc. He goes in and he ends up meeting the captain, the AI, and then he sees someone from his past, Saint, and then he runs, but then Saint shoots him in the back with a stunning bolt, like a riot gear bolt. And then they kind of just take him and they don't let him go because Saint and him have a past. And I still cannot figure out if they have a romantic relationship or if it's literally just mentor and mentee, but father figure level, because the nicknames that they have for each other are old man and kid. And I'm like, that's not something you would call the man you love, in a romantic sense, at least in my world. But their relationship is so intense. Are they are they love? Do they? This is fantastic, Freya. Thank you so much. But yeah, so I'm confused about their relationship. I both want it to be romantic and I also don't want it to be romantic because it would be so sweet to have something so profound, as a big stretch, so profound, be completely platonic and like a father-son relationship. But I don't know about that one. I don't know about that relationship, to be honest, guys. I don't know how to label it, so that's interesting. But anyways, this is they get a distress call from somewhere that they're like, oh, we'll go check it out, because they're a guild ship, even though Hall wanted to avoid guild ships because he's a deserter of the guild. It was just they just didn't have their flag on the outside that he was trying to avoid. And they get a distress call, so they decide to go check it out, and they end up picking up this woman who is the only survivor of this massacre. And she is pinned beneath a bunch of debris, and she is basically keeping the entire place from blowing up because she is hacked in, but she's down in their ship. She's down to 1% of battery. And so it's this moment they pick her up, and she has knowledge about this earth-shattering virus disease thing. And so it's that they kind of, get into something that they didn't anticipate getting into. But yeah, it was definitely really enjoyable and I highly recommend. And the audiobook narrator, phenomenal, is very good. He does a fantastic job. I really enjoyed this. So yay, we love that. We love We love enjoying a book, because the Dolly Alderton really did not work for me. Book club was tonight. Everybody loved it except for me. and everyone had very differing opinions on the different pieces of it. They thought it was well crafted. They thought the bits about that, as I mentioned yesterday, the eating disorder were well handled. So maybe I just read it wrong. You know what? I'm probably the last person you would get nonfiction recommendations for. So probably just read it wrong. But they're letting me pick the next book. So, and they're like, yeah, you can pick something fantasy. I'm like, babes, don't open that door. Don't open that door. But I know the kind of books that my friends do read. And while they were open to reading something like typical traditional fantasy, I went into my owned books and looked specifically for like books that kind of fit the theme of the book club, which is weird women, which I don't really have any like weird women books. I don't think. I mean, maybe the one we ended up picking is one, but I don't think so. Because I have a couple like standalone fantasy-ish books on my TBR. So I gave them 4 options and they ended up picking River Mama by Zalika Reed Benta, which is great because that was a book that I picked up at the Moose Jaw Literary Festival last year. And also it's a Canadian author and an author of color. And it's like out of the 3, because another one was a Nieri Okorafor called Who Fears Death, and the other one was Vagabonds, which was the runner-up choice because it's like queer and interesting. And then we had Gutter Child as well by J.L. Richardson. So all of them were by people of color, but I think the River Mama is going to be the funniest and most like lighthearted time. I think all the other ones are going to be a little depressing. Although Vagabonds does have an exclamation point in its title, so I could be wrong. Who knows? Anyways, I am fully like melting into my couch right now. I took off I don't know if you guys have noticed that like gray thing that I've had on my couch in the past couple videos. I took it off because my friends were coming over because it's like this ugly like cover for your couch that never stays in the right spot ever. It's to stop Freya from scratching my couch or like, you know, wrecking my couch. I will put it back on tomorrow, but I just wanted to live in the joy of my couch being not ugly today. My dad made me get it when I got Freya because he was like, your couch is going to be destroyed and it's an expensive couch. And I was like, Dave, it's already kind of a shitty couch. Like, it's fine. Like, it's not like she actually has like, she doesn't scratch a lot. And when I put the cover on, that like prompted her to go to the places that are slightly uncovered and like the corners and scratches there, because of course she fucking does. Anyways, that's what's in my videos all the time, and that's why I don't have it on right now. I missed my couch as it was. It's nice to have a cover as well because it also, you know, protects from cat hair and stuff, although she doesn't really shed that much like visibly. Anyways, my friends came and we ended up making mac and cheese because in the Dolly Alderton book, there's a bunch of recipes, and the very first one is like a delectably indulgent mac and cheese. And we ended up doubling the amount of pasta that she uses for her recipe because there was more of us and I feel like her serving sizes were really small. But we did that, but we didn't double the amount of cheese included for the sauce. We just left it as it was, and it was like so much fucking cheese that it was totally fine on the doubled amount of pasta. And all of us were like, what is that? Like, what would it be with like the normal recipe? It would just be like a cheese soup. Like, what the fuck? So a little bit of a weird recipe, but that's okay. Made mac and cheese, and then Sophie and Tamsin brought donuts from O Donuts, and they were so tasty. We like cut them up and like shared and tested them all, and they were so good. So tonight has been a day of indulgence. It was an absolutely divine dinner. And it was fun because Hannah ended up bringing all the supplies, and then they ended up cooking in my kitchen. Hannah and Tamsin and Sophie and Sophia. Sophia, not really, but like the 3 of them were cooking. And I get really weird when other people are cooking around me. So I just like stood outside the kitchen. I got them all the things they needed. And I just stood outside my kitchen because obviously it's like a slightly open like galley. I just stood out because it's so small and I just don't like cooking with other people. Weird and picky, but that was fun. It was a good evening. And though I was the only one who didn't like the book, and I seemed to be the only one who just didn't understand it, and it just was bad for me, the discussion was great. So we love that. I did not do any more writing today, but that's okay. I did add 5K to a favorite fae yesterday, and I also did my nails today. So I wanted to do like little flower petals. Like this is the only one that actually ended up being like kind of good. I only ended up doing them on 3 fingers on both hands because I realized that they just weren't turning out the way that I wanted them to look. I was inspired by, I think, something on Pinterest. But I'm really glad that I can get back to doing my nails. I mean, some of my nails are still damaged. Some, like this one here is still like, there's a section of this nail that's growing out that as it's growing out, it keeps like chipping away. So I have this weird, like weirdly shaped nail right now. But I've missed having my nails sparkly and fun. So I did them anyways. Yeah, my weekend's been so like filled with people, which has been nice and also still productive. Because I did some writing, did some reading. We love that. And Freya did amazing meeting my friends tonight. She was so lovely. I'm really glad that she's like kind of a sociable cat. Like she's not gonna go run and hide. Like when people first come in the door, she gets really freaked out because she's like, there's movement and it's loud. There's parkas, the door is going. But she like chilled. She was fine with them. She didn't go run and hide or anything. She like stayed here and like played with them and she seemed fine. So she's just a little lady and she's very quiet and wonderful. So I think she's going to be a really good, like friendly, sociable cat as she gets older. But funnily enough, she's now officially 6 months old. As of the 24th. I have a 6-month-old kitten now. Not a 5-month-old, a 6-month-old, which we love. I'm gonna leave this here because I've been rambling, but yeah, it's been a good day. It's been a good day. Finished another book, had some friends over. Love. Oh, and I also played a little bit of Power Wash Simulator because I got that on my Switch and I love that game so much. Oh my god. Highly recommend if you want to just turn your brain off or you're listening to audiobooks. It's a good one. It's a really good one. Anyways, I'll chat to you tomorrow.
Oh, that's a heck of big stretchies. Hi, Goosey. Good morning, Goosey. Hello.
My goodness gracious. Hello, everybody. Well, happy Monday. I almost completely forgot to finish this vlog. I got home from work and had food, obviously. Ate something. And I've been sitting on my couch playing Power Wash Simulator, watching Mark play Power Wash Simulator since then, and it is almost 11:30. So I've been in it. I've been in the zone. But I also wanted to say today at work, I ended up starting this one. I think I'm like 25 pages in because yet again, one of my students didn't show up. First one didn't show up. So actually my first 2 didn't show up. The first one I knew about because they were great and they like called. So I went in later and then the second one also didn't show up. So I was like, okay. So hi baby. No, you're falling asleep. You're so sleepy. But anyways, I started this, Truth According to Ember, and I'm a couple chapters in. And honestly, the hunt for a job in here, too real. Too real that we're starting with that. Oh my goodness. This weekend was great. Went to the Wonderful Wedding Show, had my friends over for book club, added 5K to a favorite fae, and finished 2 books. And started a 3rd. We love this. This is very wobbly because it's on my knee. We love this. We got a very sleepy kitty next to me. But overall, a very good weekend. I didn't rate the Dolly Alderton, but you guys know I very much did not like that. I didn't rate it because I don't rate my nonfiction. I just don't. It feels weird rating nonfiction. I ended up giving Cascade Failure 4.5 stars. I liked it so much. And I'm so excited to go into the next one. Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I spent a little bit of time today filling in the last few reads in my like reading journal. I also realized that I never really did a video of my reading journal this year. Would you guys still want that now, like that I've done like 2 months in it so I can show you how I'm using it as well as like what it is? Because it's not the same as like the bullet journal, reading journal that I did last year. It's the Illumicrate journal, right? That I'm using. So, and I'm really enjoying using it. I'm thinking it's just working so much better for me. So I love that. I love that so much. But if you guys want me to do like a journal talk through, feel free to let me know and I will do it. I'll do it as like an extra video. I completely forgot I was going to do that. But anyways, other than that, my friends, it's the start of another week. We're here. It's the last week of February already. I'm going to leave it here, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. And we'll catch you in another video very soon. Right, babies? Yeah. Stay kind and keep on reading.